Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Jungle Leona commentary, and it is played by Windshaman. And well, we will see what happens here, because Jungle Leona is pretty cool. And yeah, I fast forwarded through the first part, but that was quite on accident. Yeah, this should be good. Yeah. He is going to attempt to jungle with Leona, which is a very interesting thing because Leona has a lot of CC. And if you can make this work, so if you can make this work effectively and avoid counter jungling and such things, then you can actually do a lot of really cool things with your ganks. And I'm not sure why he didn't get a pull here on blue, because he has to take it out all on his own. Therefore couldn't do the wolves, but it seems to be going okay-ish. Yeah, it needs to really pop the health potion really early. Going for a regrowth pendant here as a first item, which is normally risky because you normally want the extra armor, but I guess because she already gets the armor from the eclipse, I mean 30 extra bonus armor is a pretty big deal. Yeah, I think that's why she can actually get away with this, well, lesser item, I would say. So getting the wolves here after the blue, and going to slowly heal up with the 15 health per second, per 5 seconds. So that's, yeah, that's really a super slow regen effect. But yeah, well, it does work. So it is good enough for some junglers. Normally we see the what's it called? The Vampiric Scepter on junglers who try to go without the health potions. But I guess one health potion and oh, losing the red there to the enemy jungler. But yeah, this going regrowth pendant first is kind of risky, as I said, but. So far so good. I don't think she could have done the red after this, but at least she can go top lane here to help out a little bit. Well, with her eclipse she can get a lot of these minions. At least get them low. And yeah, let's hope that we can actually get the last hits here, because it is quite hard to get those last hits versus the turrets. And especially as a melee champion, because, well, you get blocked by the minions all the time. And yeah, getting attacked there by Warwick as well, making it even harder to stay alive and to keep hitting those minions. But finally Pantheon is coming back, so we are going back to the jungle. And faking out the Warwick by running this way and then running back into the jungle. But by doing that, they're not sure where she's going, and she is going for raids, so she's going straight for raids, but he doesn't know that. And yeah, the mid laner will back off a little because he's not sure whether she's coming or not. So these little things, they may throw the enemy off guard. On the other hand, maybe the enemies aren't good enough to actually realize what you're trying to do, or what you're trying to fake there. And wow, jungler coming in from the enemy, not getting anything done here. So that's excellent play by Gragas, making sure that he's not in anybody's way. And yeah, going to try to get some hits on this cannon. I think she got revealed there. Pretty sure, because these minions can also see this part. So yeah, she did get revealed and is going back to the jungle. But there was nothing to jungle, so she's apparently a relatively fast jungler. And considering that she doesn't have any attacks damage modifiers yet, means that if you get some attack damage modifiers, she will actually be even more well, effective in this jungling. So going back here, and the smite is up, so might actually go for like enemy red. If it's up, it's probably not up though. So who's the enemy jungler anyway? Because it must be someone who starts at red. Oh, we saw Skarner. So yeah, Skarner taking out the red, well, as a first thing he did. And yeah, well, that's going to put Leona behind a little bit, but not a whole lot. I guess that's why it seemed that she had such a fast jungling pattern. She may not be that quick, but at least, yeah, she is pretty decent. She hasn't been in any trouble yet, HP wise, and she is going to try to come in for the first gank here, landing the stun, getting a second stun off, and now going to, oh, nice, that flash. Well, that was very nicely played. So going back into the jungle immediately, Gragas getting an assist on that, and yeah, they worked very well together there. And just continuing on, so yeah, it's really a matter of just getting the damage done, and well, you will get the money or the gold eventually, because jungling is quite a grinding work. You have to kill a lot of minions nowadays to get the gold you need, and yeah, fortunately they did increase the gold when you aren't in your jungle for a little bit, because otherwise you would have needed to be in a jungle all the time. So Gragas is not coming for this blue. I don't know why not, but it seems that she would have gladly given it to him, because she doesn't really need it. It's useful, but it's not really needed. And yeah, her red buff is up as well. Skarner might have already stolen that. Nope, this time it is hers. And going to go into the lane first and then see what happens afterwards. But Skarner, if he actually kept track of that, this is exactly one of those situations where you would have needed to just leave one minion. That would have been so much better. Because he took out the whole camp, and that's why the red respawns at the same time as the blue. But because Skarner isn't there when it respawns, he might as well have just left one minion there. That way it wouldn't have respawned until Leona actually got there, which is like a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, something like that. So the red buff wouldn't be up for 2 minutes, 2 more minutes, and that is actually a really big deal. And Cannon is going to get out of this with his lightning rush if he needs it. And I think that hit. So Gragas, yeah, dominating this mid lane pretty much. And oh, enemy jungler coming in. He doesn't have a red buff either, but he is still too quick for Leona to catch up. And here is the Nidalee actually. Yeah, they're not going to follow up because the AD carry is nowhere near. Well, she's here. And therefore it's not a really good idea to jump into a bush blind and hope that you can actually take out someone. Yeah, we're going back into the jungle probably. Oh, once again. And now she has to watch out for her red, although he will probably get right back into the lane. He still has 600 HP. She's not going to be able to do that much. But she is going to be able to pick up these minions. And hopefully get some extra gold, because, well, that's what she really needs. She needs a lot of gold to be, well, to be as tanky as possible. And getting this free gold is really good. So as you can see, not pushing the lane, just getting the last hits, which still pushes the lane a little bit, but not as much as she can. Definitely not using the auto attacks to just finish the minions as quickly as possible. And yeah, we are at 1-4-1-1. So the shields, obviously the most important thing of the jungle here, are in the jungle. And doing a little bit of damage to Warwick. Yeah, not staying in, which is probably good. It's not going to result in any kill. Yeah, he had the blue buff, so should have seen that. And yeah, it already timed out, and he now has a red buff. So that's either Leona's red buff or his own red buff, obviously. But yeah, I'm thinking it's his own red buff, and Leona should pick up her red buff because it gives her a lot of experience, a lot of gold to just pick that up, as well as make her ganks stronger, give her some extra damage, things like that, make her jungling stronger and quicker. So all in all, would be a good thing to have that. So getting the Shield of Daybreak or whatever, oh no, that's the Eclipse. What's the Shield of Daybreak then? Oh, that's this one, yeah. Getting the Eclipse up every time on the enemy minions. And come on, no, not chaining the stuns, unfortunately, and not getting anything done. So someone was trying to recall there, or...
Enemy killing spree.
So yeah, it seems that Warwick is completely dominating that top lane, even though Leona has been there twice already. Well, to hold off the lane, mainly. Yeah, you should really call in the jungler. If you're doing really badly, or if you have the feeling that you're going to lose your lane, then you really need to call in the jungler. You cannot expect the jungler to just understand that he needs to be there. Because junglers have a lot to do. They have a lot of tasks. They need to take out the minions in the jungle. They need to distribute the buffs. They need to counter jungle, and they need to gank. So if you need a gank, just ask for it. Don't just blame the jungler because he doesn't come by every 2 minutes. And yeah, a ward being put down in this bush where Janna is. And Janna actually not channeling her ultimate there, although that would have been very useful. Because, yeah, well, Leona and the Vayne were both at very low health. Well, not super low, but about half health, and it is very useful to get that extra healing in there then. But we are going to get another blue buff here, because Leona is also quite low on mana, and the Eclipse should make that an easy kill. Oh no, she's just going to use the smite at some point. Why is there no Eclipse coming out? He has been fighting this blue buff for forever. Okay, this time it is going to Gragas, and yeah. Going to go back here, heal up, get the mana back, but I guess the Eclipse does too much damage for her to hold that blue buff. So Winchaman, the Leona, getting the Oracle's Elixir, it says here, and that is very useful because now he can actually go into this brush without getting spotted, because as you might have noticed, that was warded. Because as soon as you got in there, Nidalee threw a javelin at her, and as soon as he gets in there, no, well, whatever. As soon as Leona got in the bush, Nidalee threw a spear at her and a javelin, sorry. And oh man, this Warwick. And yeah, also the jungler came in straight away, which kind of means that it is warded. Hasn't used the Oracle's Elixir yet, which is surprising to say the least. But I guess she wants to make sure that she doesn't get killed right away when she has it. Come on, land the ultimate! No, no ultimate coming out. Don't think it would have killed him, but yeah, well. Okay, this time it will kill him. If she now lands the ultimate, yep, there we go, it will kill him. Oh, come on, what are you doing? Yeah. Skarner using his ultimate for no good reason. He was never going to get that kill. And yeah, Leona just taking out his turrets. Well, needs one more wave, I guess, to do that. Oh, come on, just push the wave. Okay, this would be a moment where you do need to push the wave, because the mid laner is healing up. So, the enemy mid laner. And what you want to do is just suicide all of these minions into the turret and get the turret. Before this cannon gets back in lane. And that would have definitely worked. So cannon coming in from the other side, missing the shield, no, the Zenith blade. But yeah, that's okay. It's going to be up pretty soon anyway. And there it is. It is back up, and yeah, they completely surround this area, but she's nowhere near anymore. Oh, she's over here. We just saw the flash, and I think she's out of there. Oh no, she's not. Hang on. That was a complete fail on my part. At least we got to see some of the fight. Man, that was complete fail. But hey, you have that as well. That's the disadvantage of having a camera that you have to control. You can actually make mistakes on that. So Warwick is going to come in for his 5th kill here and is not going to manage to get it. Yeah, he is going to get it. Man, this dude. So a nice ultimate from Gragas. It's not going to result in anything except for a flash there, but yeah, I think this Warwick may actually be able to take down this Gragas. Although, no, not so much. Not with Leona incoming, but one-on-one, yeah, definitely. His lifesteal is so great that, yeah, he would have been able to do that. So Gragas getting out of the way of the enemy champions, and Leona going back to jungle, I'm assuming. Although she just wants to have this this little bit of extra experience. Are they actually going to push this turret now? Yeah, well, the top laner is gone because he was too low to stay in. So he went home to heal, and although the mid laner is here, yeah, that is still pretty decent amount of damage they did to that turret. Oh, nicely done. Ultimate killing the cannon there. Oh my god, they killed cannon. So getting the kill on the turret here, and Warwick is now no longer protected by that turret. So yeah, against 3 champions it is going to be impossible for him to stay in, but he is still going to get out alive, it seems. And yeah, the slow going down, and wow, finally taking him down. So Gragas has some pretty decent AP there. Well, 82 AP, that's not so much, but the 20 magic penetration really does its job. And Warwick, yeah, with no magic resist except for this one, but didn't get to charge that up. Yeah, still took quite a lot of damage from the simple attacks. And the flash going down, and oh, Vayne almost running the wrong way, but they do get the kill. So great game so far. Going for the dragon now, and it is 12-7. So although they are ahead, it is definitely not that. Well, they're definitely not so far ahead that it's actually a done deal. But with this dragon, they're going to climb up another 3 kills. So that makes it a lot harder for the enemy to come back. So we have a smite here for the last 670 damage. So as soon as it goes below the 700, you're going to smite it, and that's exactly what she did. So the blue buff going to Gragas once again, and yeah, just going to do some damage to it,
Has destroyed.
and then going to stand around while Gragas takes it. Second level in the ultimate, which is excellent, and you can see the amount of mana that every skill costs is very low. It's only 60, like 50, 60, 60. So that's pretty decent deal. So double kill there for the Vayne, and Vayne is really starting to shape up like the AD carry she's supposed to be. Because Vayne, yeah, in the late game is undefeatable if she's fed, and that's exactly what's happening here. She is getting quite a lot of damage on her, and can actually take out the enemies quite well. Yeah, she has 7 kills. Our Leona has, well, 6 kills. Well, not 6 kills, but has assisted in 6 kills, and yeah, has saved a number of people, which is also a very important thing about Leona. You can use the Leona to save a lot of people if you're smart with her, and getting out of there, not going to be able to pick off that cannon. And he is going to jump in anyway. Yeah, normally we see people cancel their ultimates because, yeah, if you miss your entire ultimate, the only thing you're going to manage to do is, well, kind of a teleport, which isn't the thing you want normally. So yeah, Warwick just very hard to defeat, especially because he has blue now, and yeah, that is going to make it even harder. Cannon here is yeah, pretty dead. He overextended at too low health, and just notice that the cannon is actually not that far in front of the tower. He was barely in front of the tower, and still that was an overextension because he was so low health. So it has nothing to do with your position on the map alone. It has to do with the combined, well, everything. So what skills are up, what armor, magic resist you had, your HP, things like that. So it is a little more complex than just saying, well, you shouldn't move too far forward. Because this Warwick can move as far forward as he wants. He's not going to die. He has a lot of lifesteal in his abilities and his yeah, well, his innate ability as well as his Q. So he gets a lot of life back. He has a decent amount of armor and magic resist. Actually has 102 armor, and this magic resist is going to well, ramp up when he uses his wit's end. And as you can see, it goes up to 117. So all in all, yeah, that Warwick can move forward as far as he wants because he's not going to get killed. And nobody wants to use all of the skills on that just to pick him off, because then they're going to get owned by the rest of the enemy team. So yeah, we're going back into the jungle, this time the enemy jungle, and yeah, with the level 5 boots he is able to get to the through the enemy jungle pretty quickly, getting a little bit of damage done on Nidalee. It's pretty risky, but yeah, it's worth it. I mean, that was a 1v2 dive, well, not really dive, but there was no tower there, fortunately. But yeah, she was in a 1 versus 2 situation, making it really hard for her to actually come out ahead. But she did okay, she did some damage, and yeah, if they engaged on that, the enemies, then the rest of the team would have joined in and they would have gotten some nice kills out of that. So the entire enemy team is now bottom lane, which means that this guy is supposed to take out this turret, because there's nobody defending that. And yeah, it seems that he is, well, he is pushing this at least, but he's not very fast at doing so. And by now enemies will be coming in here. And no, everyone is just staying mid. They're just ignoring the fact that Pantheon is taking out his second turret here. And well, Greg is coming to help out with this kill, missing his barrel though. And a nice Janna ultimate that might actually result in the kill here on Warwick. And oh, Cannon ultimate! Cannon does get taken down, and wow, so much damage going off. But now all three of the remaining enemies are full health. And it is time for us to get out of here. But with this many stuns and well, pop-ups from Janna. Janna, Leona and Pantheon all have stuns, so they should be able to do quite nicely here. And yeah, wow. This Vayne actually getting the kill there, which is not a bad thing. I mean, Vayne with more kills, that's actually very good. So going to take out this this turret now. And did they take out this one? No, that's still there. So Pantheon not managing to do that, even though he had several minutes to actually hammer on that turret. He just couldn't get it to work. Couldn't take down the turret. And it is time to retreat. Yeah, it is 4 versus 5. They're relatively low health. Only, well, this guy is low health on the enemy team. But that's because she has only a Bloodthirster and no additional damage. So, yeah, that's not a good deal. This is a much better deal, getting the Infinity Edge with the Vampiric Scepter. That does way more for your lifesteal than getting the Infinity Edge. And plus it does a lot more damage. So obviously the Black Cleaver thrown in there for the attack speed and the attack damage. So yeah, that's going to result in some nice kills here. And probably going for the Phantom Dancer next. So they're going to take up, pick up another dragon here, which should be, well, it should be relatively easy. And you can see now that Leona is farmed up. She is really unstoppable. There is, she only has 60 minions, sure, but she has 2 kills, 9 assists, so that's a lot of gold. She has 2 gold items. And she cannot get killed anymore, it seems. I mean, with the Force of Nature and the extra health from Heart of Gold and the Giant's Belt, it is very hard to take her out, to just destroy her. And yeah, that's what makes her such a great champion, because she is really one of the underplayed champions in the league. Yeah, she's a really powerful champion, and she's just not played a whole lot, mainly because of, well, people like me who don't want to buy her because she's too expensive. She costs 6,300 IP, which is just way too much for well, what I want to use her for. Nicely done. The Ignite actually taking that out. And the huge amount of damage going down on that Tristana. But yeah, this Gragas now has a large amount of damage, so as long as Leona can protect him, can do the damage with him, then they should be fine, they should be doing okay. And yeah, the minions now hammering on the turrets. Wow, this is just a completely useless ultimate from Skarner. Yeah, he's not going to die. So if he grabbed Gragas there, that would have been way better. They're taking a few tower shots and now going to take out this turret. Vayne has arrived, so Vayne is going to help them out, taking down everything. And yeah, indeed going for the Phantom Dancer next. And yeah, this is very much over, 22-9. But it is still pretty interesting to see how this will end, because, well, it can still last for quite a while. Oh, almost hitting the javelin there, but yeah, the range timing out. And are they actually going to go for this turret? No, 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 no. Better not just tank it, because the minions are very far away. There are 5 enemy champions here, and it is just plain risky. So, nice ultimate by Gragas once again, and these ultimates really land the kills, man. And obviously the stuns from Leona do exactly the same thing, but just the combination of those two is so freaking strong. And yeah, they can now just take down the Nexus turrets and be done with this game. So although it seemed like a really quick game, it's still a 30-minute game, so I didn't expect that. But yeah, doing a good job landing the 2 stuns here, and oh, the exhaust, making sure that he cannot get away. And yeah, going to take out the Nexus here. So really well played, great team you had there. Incredible to not die. Yeah, as Leona, I would say that the early game in the jungle is kind of hard. But then in the late game you can do so much with those skills. That's just incredible. And the shield, the eclipse, oh, that's just amazing for these kind of situations. So yeah, Leona, one of the most underplayed champions in the league in my opinion. And yeah, I should really pick her up at some point. But yeah, as I said, 6300 IP, that's a lot. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.